In this video, we go back to Conrail in 1984, and this is the Conrail deadline back then. Notice the large fleet of Elcos on the deadline. Unfortunately, the majority, if not all, of the Elcos were off the roster by 1985. So let's have a closer look at what we got here. So the SD45 in the front, a U30B, followed by an RS1 and an RS32. More Elcos here. This is a C628 and a C630 in the back with the high adhesion trucks. SDP45, another Century 630, another RS32, an ex-Reading Century 630, one of my favorites, the Century 628 X Lehigh Valley, still in the white paint scheme, which was kind of rare at the time because most of them were painted red, although there were a few that were still white. But that is pretty much what it looked like in a picture that I have. So that's kind of neat there. And then one of my favorite locomotives, an SD35. They didn't stick around long either. And Elco's biggest unit, the Century 636 with the high adhesion trucks. These things were burly. And a GP35, another GP35 back there, another Century 636, Century 630 with the high adhesion trucks, an SD9, a Century 425, and the U25Cs, GE, all three of them on the deadline. Conrail only had 20 of those. Another SD35, an SD9, and finally a Phase 3 GP9. So anyway, kind of neat looking and seeing all this, because that's how it was in 1984. There were lots of Conrail deadlines. This is what it would look like if you were standing on the ground. Anyway, quick run by again. I really like that Erie Lackawanna paint scheme. I would say that's probably my favorite out of all the predecessors. And another ground view. That's a good shot right there. Anyway, thanks for looking.